Hi guys, happy Tuesday. Today we are going to be taking some notes about maps and their purposes. In order to take those notes, you should have accessed them through the Google Classroom. They're titled Notes 9-1. In order to take the notes, you'll need to follow along with my presentation and look for the bolded words. When you come across a bolded word, to add them to your notes, you just click on the red box and type the word as it appears on my screen in bold. Okay? And that is it. You should be able to go through this page. If you need to pause the video in order to type, that is fine. If you need to rewatch the video so you don't miss anything, please do so. Otherwise, we are going to go ahead and get started. So again, today we're looking at what are maps and what are their purposes. So a map is a visual representation of an area, but not the actual places themselves. When we look at a map, we don't suddenly travel to the place that we're looking at. These are just visual representations. A map is a representation, the description or portrayal of someone or something in a particular way, or of an actual location or place. Maps are accounts, a report, or description of an event or experience, or how the person who created the map sees the place they are portraying. Again, people's individual purposes, knowledge, and points of view influence how they draw maps. So that's something that we call perspective. And this is going to very much influence what maps look like. For example, someone on the east part of this country might draw a map differently than as someone who's on the west side of the country. Someone who has done their research and seen what a place looks like will draw a map differently than someone who's just trying to draw from memory. This will be important to remember as we use maps and as we study social studies. What are other examples of visual representations, and when do people recreate accounts of events? One example would be photographs. We take a lot of photos and we often use them as visual representations of a time. We use them to recreate accounts of events. Also, televised sporting events. These are visual representations. When we watch a game, we don't actually go to the game. It is a representation of what is happening. Also, people use those televised sporting events to recreate the accounts. Those videos will often be reused on things like SportsCenter or on the news to tell what happened at the game. So those are two different kinds of visual representations, just like maps. Now, one problem that we're going to look at tomorrow is that the Earth is a three-dimensional object, but maps themselves are two-dimensional. What do you think happens when you try to represent three-dimensional objects on a two-dimensional piece of paper? I would like for you to brainstorm what you think the answer might be to this question on your notes page. You will see that there is a large box here for you to write down your prediction. Once you have completed that, you are done with your notes. Again, if you need to rewatch the video, please do so you don't miss anything. Please email me if you have any questions. Thank you for watching. I will talk to you soon.